Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Michael from Hallowed Thrills back with another video, and we are here for the first of our Christmas spectacular here. We are here tonight at Longwood Gardens for a Longwood Christmas. Now, we were invited out here for media, so thank you to the media team for Longwood Gardens for inviting us out here. I'm excited. This is going to be my first time actually here for the Christmas event. I've never actually been here to Longwood Gardens. There is a ton of lights here tonight, as I can already see. Like, look at all those lights. Oh my gosh, that looks great. But this year's theme for Longwood Garden Christmas is Botanical Splendor. So everything involved is related to flowers, made up of flowers or plants or any sort of thing like that. So I'm excited to see some of these lighting arrangements. It should be really cool. But before we get into it, please make sure you're subscribed to have those bell notifications turned on to get notified whenever I post a video, and also make sure you're following me both Instagram and Twitter. The links for those are down in the description below. But now let's go check out some Christmas lights. Alright, so we have our map here for the event. Where are we at? We are all the way, where are we? Oh, we're up here. Okay, so we are currently in this area right here. So it's suggesting that we go to the right for the start of our night here. It's a big area of stuff though. Tons of things to check out. We got fountain shows, lighting tunnels, a whole bunch of indoor displays and everything. It should be a good time, and it's a pretty nice night out. It's not too chilly, so it's a perfect night to check out our first Christmas event of the season. So here's our first path of lights that we have here. The Rose Arbor display was behind us, but it wasn't that spectacular. But I love just seeing a whole bunch of Christmas lights. Honestly, as much as I love Halloween, the lights from Christmas are probably one of my favorite things to see throughout the year. And for those who don't know much about Longwood Gardens is towards Wilmington, Delaware. It's still in Pennsylvania, and they've been open for many, many years, doing many types of things, and they just are all about conservation of nature and stuff like that, and they just love showing off different plants and species of plants. So here is our first stop here, actually on the map. This is the wildlife tree, dedicated to all the volunteers that made this possible. It's a really cool looking tree though. Just some different elements of it that are made of things from nature with lights inside of them. That's cool. Huh. I actually really like the top of it too. It's like super awesome. So I will say you will have to bear with me a little bit, because like I said, it's my first time here, so I don't know a lot about the layout of this of here. But the first stop here to my right in front of me, which I'll show you right now, is what they consider Small Lake, and it's just a ton of cool looking lanterns in the trees over this nice reflecting lake. This looks awesome, man. I love the reflections. I mean, many of you have known I do enjoy looking at lakes and water elements and stuff, not even in roller coasters, but just in general. So seeing all these reflections on this water, it looks amazing. It is truly beautiful. So our next spot here is the Canopy Cathedral Treehouse, the large lake to our left, and then the floating luminaria all throughout the trees here. We can actually go inside of the treehouse and get a better view, so we're actually going to go and do that now. But all of these lights look amazing. I love the lights on the water there out in the lake. So we're here on the first level of the treehouse. We can actually go up a little bit higher, but we're going to stop here for right now and just take a look out over the large lake and the floating luminaria. Look at this, man. And as you can see, it is a massive crowd. So like I said, it is a sold out crowd. So if you are looking to get tickets for here, you definitely want to get them in advance, because they are timed slots. So it does sell out. Like, this entire weekend was sold out prior to me getting these tickets for this event. So definitely, if you're coming here, make sure you get your tickets well in advance to the time that you want to come. And this goes from now until, I think, January, like the beginning of January, first weekend of January. So definitely want to get your tickets now if you're planning on coming at all this Christmas season. And we're inside of the treehouse now, and just look at the nice Christmas theming that's in here. The nature-made chandelier that's in here And all of this wood is reclaimed wood, so you might notice that down in the floorboards there may be some old nail holes. These aren't mistakes. This is just actually just reclaimed wood, so those are old wood nail holes from when they found this wood and were able to reclaim it into this treehouse. So we're at the top of the treehouse now. It's very reflective off these windows, but you can kind of see that it's like, I don't know. I don't really know what that's supposed to be, but look at that. This is really cool. I really like this treehouse. Probably one of my favorite parts so far. Here within the floating luminaria area, we have our first concession stop here, and we'll go check to see what they have here. I heard their hot chocolate is very good here at Longwood Gardens. So here is the menu for the concession stand. Here we got hot chocolate, traditional eggnog, bottled water, but then you got some specialty stuff like the spiked hot chocolate, spiked eggnog, canned beer, and a bunch of snacks like a holiday cookie, pretzel, stuff like that. Ooh, and a peppermint stick. Nice. Alright, so it has started to rain, but we got our hot chocolate, so let's give this a try. That is hot, but that's pretty good for what I could taste, other than my mouth being burned, but very hot chocolate, and it is now very rainy here, but very chocolatey. I do recommend you getting this. As we continue along the floating luminaria path, we see this whole area of like, I don't know exactly what these are, but they're really like, it's a bunch of these just in this big field over here. And I love the trees being lit with green lights as the rain continues to come down. But yeah, super cool. Ooh, look at this tree. Super colorful. Just a random, super colorful tree amongst all just the normal dull trees. Huh. Like all of these lighted plants here, and they have some over there as well, but then you can see the one tree, the one that stood alone, the tree in the distance. Really random. Now I will say so far there's just a lot of these just empty sections of nothingness, no lights or anything, so I will say that's one thing I'll dock, is that there's not nearly as many lights all over the place as I was expecting. But the lighting sets that they do have are pretty cool, and they do make they do take advantage of the nature around them pretty well. Now we're on to another one of my favorite parts of any lighting display, the light tunnel. It looks awesome. And this one is relatively long. Whee! Look at all that. That looks amazing. And then they're all in sequence, so it just does look like we're just kind of going back in time. Ooh, now we're like a pinkish purple. Oh man. This is amazing. I love lighting tunnels. So our next stop is the Lookout Loft treehouse. A lot of tree houses, but once again, all reclaimed wood. So let's go check it out. Look at all this, man. That's so cool looking. And there's one of those like speakers you speak into and somebody on the other end can hear you. Huh. Wonder where it goes. But continuing on, heading into the next section, you see this big tree that is right through the middle of the treehouse. Just covered in lights, and they have a nice Christmas tree in here as well. Next up, we're heading over the bridge towards the Meadow Gardens. All of these lights, though, look amazing. Oh man, look at all these trees over here. Then we have like this whole area here. It's just a ton of trees. And then you see behind the sign is the Pierce DuPont house. And then there's the outdoor holiday lights and displays, the beer garden, which I think we're going to head to next. And then there's also the indoor section that we got to find still. So far my whole idea of this event is it's just a nice leisurely stroll through nature that you could probably go and spend your time here with your family, just have a nice good time. If you don't have any Christmas lights near you, or all the people around you are a bunch of Grinches, I would definitely suggest going here and just taking a nice stroll through nature and looking at these lights, because so far it's pretty nice. Lo and behold, we found another really cool looking treehouse. This is the birdhouse treehouse. Has a nice candy cane lighting theme going on with it right now. But let's head up to the top and see what we can see from the top. And we made it to the top of the birdhouse treehouse. Oh man. This is nice. Then we have a nice lookout over here. We can overlook a lot of the lighting arrangements here. This is really nice. Alright, over to our left here is the cafe, I believe. And they do have a train set, so let's go take a look at the train. I love trains. There goes Thomas the Tank Engine. He looks like he's running late for something. Bye, Thomas. Oh my god, look, it's the Oscar Mayer Wiener. And Heinz ketchup, that's interesting. That's so funny looking. What a different looking train that is. Huh. But look at this awesome train set here and this whole cool little courtyard section that they have here. Alright, let's look at this cafe menu. We got a smoked beef brisket French dip. That sounds amazing. Cookies, brownies, hot chocolate, craft beers, wine and cocktails. Let's see, what do we got over here? Same stuff over here. So this is basically all that's over here. And their prices that go along with them. That beef brisket French dip sounds amazing, but I don't know if I'm going to get anything right now. So actually, correction, this is the beer garden. Clearly, as there's a sign right here. I completely messed that up, but yeah. This is the beer garden, which makes a lot more sense. I think the cafe is still to come, but still not bad selections here from the beer garden. And here's a whole nother area of the beer garden, including another indoor section, so let's go in and see what's in here. Maybe they have some different selections in here. But I do love the amount of seatings. Unfortunately, since it is raining while we're here, all these are kind of wet, so these indoor seating areas are kind of a better option right now. Oh yeah, look at all these different beer options. Whole bunch of Victory Brewing Company stuff that's specific here for Longwood Gardens. Canned beer, cocktails, different beverages, snacks, stuff like that. But that is awesome. I don't know, I might consider getting some of that Victory Brewing Company stuff just because it's only for here, but I don't know. Now I will say that area is a very good spot to just sit down, relax, because there is heat in there. They have heaters in there, so it is pretty toasty. So if you need a spot to get out of the cold, definitely that's a spot to do so. And here is another section of the beer garden. And this is the brick oven pizza area. So you can get some cheese or pepperoni brick oven pizza. Huh. Honestly, this area is really nice to get a drink and some food. So down around the corner from the beer garden is the caf, which is more of an indoor seating area. So let's go inside and check out the menu for them as well to give you some more options of what you can get. And also the restaurant 1906 is in here, which is more of a waiter-waitress style sit-down restaurant. But this again is once again indoor seating for the caf, which is still more of the pick up your food from a window and move on. But they have much different stuff in here, like a home-style brisket platter, some roasted squash, crab-crusted salmon, a whole bunch of different stuff that you can get, and a bunch of grab-and-go cups as well. A lot of different food options that you can get here at Longwood Gardens for Longwood Christmas. So here is the menu for 1906. If you're more interested in that, it's a 3-course Botanical Splendor dinner. Pretty interesting stuff. They have racks of lamb. Yeah. This is another option. Like I said, they have tons of options here, and they also have a lunch menu if you decide to come here earlier in the day that is more of a traditional style rather than a 3-course prefix meal. But yeah, right in here, right in the cafe, 1906. Alright, and leaving from the cafe, you can see the conservatory ahead of us, which they have their Christmas tree displays inside there, so we're going to head in there next. And right outside of the conservatory, you have a bunch of these lit up balls. They look really cool. They're changing colors and everything, but they also have Christmas carolers over here. So let's go check them out and hear how they sound. Oh my gosh, look at this. We have finally made our way into the beautiful conservatory. And like I said, there is a Christmas tree trail in here, which you can see on the actual map. So it says all about all the trees that are in here and which ones are where. Huh. Let's see if we can find some of them. But yeah, this whole area is massive. So let's get started looking around here. But so far, it looks amazing. So as we start our way through here, we're in the East Conservatory currently. So we're gonna head straight rather than right, but we can go right as well. But we're gonna head straight first, because I believe it allows us to go and wrap around. So we have made it to the tree here at the back of the conservatory. We just get a nicer, closer look at everything here. And this tree is amazing. It is super tall. But I do love like the really nice slight blue tones that they have with it. It's really cool. And the fountains all around it as well. So our first display here is the Inspired by Nature children's Christmas trees. So we're gonna head inside into the ballroom and take a look at them. Whoa, that is a really nice looking chandelier. They have a ton of different Christmas trees in here, all inspired by nature and made by children from around the area. This one in particular is by the Exton Elementary School, K through 5th grade in Exton, Pennsylvania. But that is really cool looking. Next tree is the Avon Grove Intermediate School tree. A really nice looking tree, and like I said, all of these ornaments are made and designed by the kids, so you have a little prickly cactus up there. You never know what you're going to find on these trees, but some of these things are really interesting, some of these ornaments. I'll show off a couple more. So our next one here is Brandywine Springs School in Wilmington, Delaware. Another really nice looking tree. You can see the orchids on it. And I'll show one more here. This cool one that has some of these felt birds and felt owls and little tree houses on it. And this one in particular is by the Art Fusion 19464 non-profit community art school in Pottstown. That's actually pretty close to me. Huh. Now you may have been hearing the music behind me while we've been walking through this area, and there actually is a live organist playing here in the ballroom. And just to give them a little bit of credit, today's organist is Emily Amos. Good job. And it's just super impressive watching this. Like, you can see her feet go on the different pedals and how that changes the music and everything. And the different switches that change on either side of her as she's pressing the little buttons on the side. It's truly impressive. So our next area is the botanically inspired poinsettias. And for those who don't know, poinsettias are native to Central America, growing in forested regions from Mexico to Guatemala. And this entire area is themed all around the poinsettia. And it looks amazing, including that beautiful tree you saw right there at the end. So let's go take a look at that tree. And here is this massive tree yet again, and themed super cool to the red color of the poinsettia. Our next area is the Holiday Floral Shop, where artists were able to design different fashion pieces using living pieces of plant and horticulture and everything. So let's go check it out. So like I said, they are designing floral gowns in this area. Wow, look at these, man. That's cool. And different wreaths as well. Now, although it says shop, none of these are actually for sale. They're just part of the display. Including, there's a nice dress over there in the window that we saw. It was super interesting. Fresh cut floral masterpiece. is a very cool moss chair. Look at that. That is amazing. And we're on the opposite side of that poinsettia tree, and then if we turn around we see a really interesting rotating tree in another section of the conservatory. Like I said, this whole conservatory is massive, and you can see the floating poinsettia balls up there. Super cool. But this tree is awesome, and it is constantly spinning. Look at this awesome little greenhouse path here. This display is beautiful, man. Honestly, this might be one of my favorite displays that we've seen so far. And this is their orchid research and conservation area. So a ton of different versions of orchids all around this room. Super cool. So this tree is titled Blooming Ornaments because if you look closely, some of the ornaments on this tree, like this one up here, display a version of flower that can be found here at Longwood Gardens. Look at all those different ornaments that have those different flowers in them. Oh man, we have another little jungly section of just plants and lights. This whole conservatory is just a big maze of plants and lights. That's all it is. But it is beautiful. Every little section of this place is just awesome and super cool to just get lost in. It is amazing. Let's head to the right here and head towards the children's garden. Oh man, look at all the lights and the fountains and everything in here. Super cool. It is very interesting. A little rainfall there. This area is awesome. So we are out of the conservatory now, and the conservatory was really cool. A lot of amazing looking trees in there and just amazing looking displays. We have one more area that we need to go take a look at, but other than that, we're pretty much done here. But let's go continue on and take a look at the next light tunnel, which I can see is right ahead of us. Would you look at that light tunnel? Oh, there goes that kid. We're tracking him down. Now, that is a super cool light tunnel. You can see all those trees over there. That's, I believe, is where we're heading next. So let's go and head on down there. Oh man, heading into the tunnel. This one's shaped a bit different than the last one, but it is much bigger. Look at this tunnel. Have I said that I like color light tunnels before? Because I do. This is awesome. But our next stop as we continue down is those colorful trees that we saw up from above us to the right. So we're just heading through here to head and take a look at those. Now I believe this whole area in front of us, at least part of it, does have a fountain. Unfortunately, since it's a little bit chilly out, they do not have the fountain running today, but you can walk around this whole area and take a look at all of the amazing colorful trees, including the very big one over there to the left. Alright, so after the fountain garden there, we are heading on to our last leg of the whole area here, the whole Longwood Gardens Christmas. It's this awesome path here with a ton of colorful trees to our left and that big Christmas tree right in front of us. I think there might be another tower up here that we can head up to and take a look around everything, but other than that, this is the last area that we have to take a look at. So our last tree here is the gardener's tree. Look at that. That is a really cool tree with a ton of cool ornaments on it. You can see the wind has definitely picked up here. But yeah, super cool theme tree here. And a great tree to end on here at Longwood Gardens. And we're walking down the colorful path of trees, heading back towards the visitor center where we started our night here. The only thing left that we have to check, of course, is going to be the Longwood Garden gift shop. So we're going to see if they have any sort of special items for Longwood Christmas. But overall, though, this event has been super cool and really awesome and a great place to see some Christmas lights this holiday season. Here we are at the garden shop. Let's see if there's anything really cool in here that we can purchase. Now, of course, they're going to have a ton of different Christmas ornaments that you can purchase. They have, I think that's a grapefruit. Is that a fig? A ton of different, like, weird food-related ones. Acorns. Let's go see if there's anything else. Now, they do have a section of Longwood Gardens hats and different little jackets that they have here that all have the Longwood Gardens logo on them. But there isn't really a lot of Longwood Gardens themed merch. You can see it has the Longwood Gardens name down the sleeve on this one. But it's just a lot of ornaments and other stuff, which is to be expected since, I mean, it is a Christmas themed event. A really cool snow globes that play White Christmas. These are really nice. I love snow globes. And they do have a lot of pieces by local artists, like the Painted Lily by Jenny Alexander. All of these coasters are hand-painted flowers. They're really well done. But that is going to wrap up our night here at Longwood Gardens. Honestly, this event is super nice and is exactly what I needed to start off this Christmas season on the right foot. Just all of the lights here looked amazing, and just being immersed in nature here was just really calming, and just being able to just see all of these amazing lights and how they were able to get the lights to work with the different pieces of flower and different horticulture. It was really awesome to see, and just everything about this event is super cool. I really, like I said earlier in the video, this is a nice place if you don't have a lot of people around you who like to decorate for the holidays. This is a place to go with your family to just immerse yourself in nature, really see some amazing Christmas lights, hear some music and everything, and just really enjoy the holiday season for what it is, a time to get together and spend time with your family and just enjoy yourself. Take a little break. You deserved it after this year. Let's be honest. But like I said, had a great time here. Thank you, Longwood Gardens, for inviting us out here to check out your amazing event. I really appreciate it. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure you drop a like and also comment down below. Are you planning on coming out to Longwood Gardens, or what did you think if you actually did end up coming out here? I'd like to know. But as always, I'm Michael from Hallowed Thrills, giving you the all clear, and all clear means you are out of here. See you guys next time.